It's not the first time the Council of Revenues has raised the red flag about the serious impact that solar tax credits may have on the state's coffers. But changes are underfoot that could affect homeowners thinking about installing solar systems in the near future. KITV4's Catherine Cruz has our top story.
It's a case of green turning the bottom line red, or at least that's a fear of number-crunching economists on the Council of Revenues. With photovoltaic credits flying high, the tax collections are expected to shrink. The state tax office is in the process of tightening up the criteria for what qualifies for the solar tax credits, now pegged at $5,000 per system.
It's coming down the pike. There was a lot of concern raised at the last legislative session. We'd like to get something in place as soon as possible.
Proposed changes to the administrative rules are expected in about a month and could take effect around the first of the year. Pablo says there's been lots of confusion about what qualifies and how many credits homeowners can claim. Over the past few months, the state has reached out to the industry to understand what impacts of either reducing the credit or restricting what can be claimed on your taxes.
The more information we can get out to the consumer, to the tax preparers that they seek advice from, to the solar industry, I think there will be better guidelines on what will qualify for the credit.
The city says in the last 2 fiscal years, the number of solar permits has soared dramatically. In 2012, it issued 6,950 permits compared to 3,102 in the previous fiscal year. And Hawaiian Electric says 5 years ago, solar systems generated only 10 megawatts of power for the grid. That's doubled every year since. And as of June, that number hit 112 megawatts, indicating that 2012 appears to be on track for another record high number of solar installations statewide.
So the incentives appear to be working, but from the view of the tax office, maybe too well. If you plan on installing a PV system to take advantage of the tax credits, just know that you have a narrowing window of time before the game rules change. Paula?
All right, thank you, Catherine. And a programming note, Carl Bonham from the University of Hawaii Economic Research Organization also serves on the Council of Revenues, and he'll be joining us tomorrow morning on KITV4 News This Morning, live at 6:30 to talk about more on this latest forecast.